Bite-Sized Thursday here at Off Slate Studios, or we like to call it, it's Avatar Day, baby!
But we already did that
We did that episode a while ago. Go back and watch it if you want to. But for now, we've made our way to Season 2, Episode 14, or Episode 34 of the series, which is titled, Jared literally just told me the title, and I already forgot.
City of Walls and Secrets.
And this one, they get to Ba Sing Se.
Which is a city.
Which is a city.
A lot of walls.
Oh, are there secrets there, too?
And there's a lot of secrets.
Wait, are you telling me there is no war in Ba Sing Se?
Yeah, that's the only part of the episode I remember. I don't remember any, because in my head, after the drill, it goes straight to Tales of Ba Sing Se.
Really?
For some reason. Just because I feel like I missed this episode. So it's like, oh, the drill happens, and then they're in the city, and then it's the Tales of Ba Sing Se.
Everything.
So, sorry, go ahead.
Okay, I was saying really quick before we get into it. Everything about Ba Sing Se I love, so I feel like I remember every episode there. That's all I want to say.
So
I am like the opposite. When I was watching this as a younger Jake, I hated this part.
Really?
Because it stops. Everything stops. And then I miss Appa. And when everything stops, I recognize how much I miss Appa.
That is fair. I mean, I also miss Appa.
I mean, I understand the importance of the stopping of it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, probably just to give themselves more time to figure out what they want to do in book 3.
I feel like by the time they were making this, they probably had their idea of how they wanted to end it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, we have a whole book and 6 episodes to go before we get to the end, so who really knows? But when I was a kid, this seemed to last forever. I guess kid, sophomore in high school, college.
Yeah, you would have been 20 at the end of that year.
A quote-unquote kid.
I mean, that's like 16 years younger than I am now.
Listen, we're all still children at heart.
That's like a whole person.
Some of us have children's brains.
That's like a whole person who can drive younger, I guess. Yes, I know you didn't start driving until you were like 18 or 19, but
16. But I got my license at 19, I think.
Oh my, that's a jump.
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
And he still won't drive.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you're here for.
Right. I guess if you're the pack mule, I'm the chauffeur.
Okay, so Jacob, let's go.
Yeah, just like, is that how you do it? Just like that?
Yep. And we get out of the car, and he throws everything on my back. Okay, let's go, Bessie. This deal's getting worse all the time. Ooh, oats.
Still waiting on that bag of oats, aren't you?
Oats. Yeah.
Oh, dear. Anyway. Anything else about you want to jump? Let's just jump right into this. Let's watch this episode. Let's
take a bite.
And ladies and gentlemen, we just watched Season 2, Episode 14, titled... Turn hit me up with it again.
City of Walls and Secrets.
It's a long title. It's
5 words.
That's a lot of words. 5 words is
5 words. Two of them are short
titles
words.
Are usually like 2 or 3 words. Like
man, by the time he gets to
blank.
90% of that title, he forgets the other 90%.
That's a reference to something said off camera. Anyway, there is no Dickey math here. There is no war in Ba Sing Se.
So I have a question. Why did he watch the light? I don't think you get hypnotized if you don't watch
how the
thing.
Heck is that, Jake? How do you not watch that light? I'm sorry. You're in a dark tunnel.
You pay.
And you have one singular light going this way.
He could close his eyes.
Well,
there was
probably
nothing.
A Clockwork Orange though if he does that. Like the light. Just say, like, there's no way around it.
He could have looked straight ahead at the person.
Yeah, but all right. So listen, are you telling me? So we're looking at it. For our audio listeners, if you tune in, we are sitting directly across from each other. Okay, so imagine this. All right, imagine we're looking at me, and a light is moving all behind me. Are you telling me your eyes aren't gonna just go? Oop, oop,
yeah.
You're just gonna follow it because it's a bright light in a dark tunnel. How do your eyes just not go the? Ying?
You just turn your mind off and look straight forward.
Well, some people have a hard time doing that.
I don't.
I do.
I don't think you do either.
Matters. something's moving, I'm probably looking at it.
That's what I'm saying.
You're
if
very adept at
moving.
not looking at people when they're talking to you.
Yeah, because they're not moving.
Just saying. I have a hot take. Are you guys ready for this? I genuinely believe now if this is like
If he says something about the necklace being more important than Jet,
I'm not.
Okay.
This is kind of a side note, but kind of still on the same Bossing Say stuff. I genuinely believe, because I love the way that the show tackles there is no war and like the whole like brainwashing stuff. I really like that. If the Netflix show is good, I think it can pull this off incredibly well. Because I think
have no confidence.
If you take a more serious tone to this, a little bit, and I'm not saying this doesn't take a more serious tone, because it does compared to the rest of the show, but I just think when you look at the tools that we have nowadays compared to the tools they had back then to convey like just the groupthink and the brainwashing and the Bossing Say stuff, I think the Netflix live action can pull this off really, really well, and I am looking forward to that.
see, I'm kind of hoping that they're hoodwinking us and it's not actually going to be a 1-for-1 remake.
I don't think it will. I think you're right. It's not going to be a 1-for-1 remake, but they have to go to Bossing Say and they have to cover at least that portion of the story.
It'll be 5 minutes in a 30-minute episode.
I don't know. I have high hopes, and so that was my that was my spicy hot take for today's episode.
They'll let M. Night Shyamalan direct it as a part of his secret trilogy.
I don't think anybody would let M. Night come within 10 miles of this project. Otherwise, they would just shoot him on spot.
See, that was the ultimate hoodwink, because the trailers were able to get me excited for it.
And we haven't seen any trailers for the Netflix one yet, so...
And then we could have been
No,
friends.
we did.
Okay, that was very... As the episode, or I don't know when this is going to
was
drop,
last
per
week
se.
we watched the trailer for it.
Yeah.
And it's just the symbols.
I'm going to say, it's not a trailer.
It's like
a
it might
teaser.
as well.
It's
I
like-
kept waiting for it to say Legends of the Hidden Temple.
I'm just saying, I love the Bossing Say stuff, and I thought Netflix... That's my hot take.
It's a long, long way to
Bossing
Bossing
Say.
Also, I have a question.
What's that?
How did Zuko know that those were
Oh my-
dual
that's such a-
swords?
that's
He
such a
could
nitpick.
tell
Jake, that
by
is
looking
such
at
a
them in
nitpick.
their sheath. He noticed and goes, "Oh, those are the thingies, and I can pull apart the thingies and swing the thingies at the one guy."
Also,
just-
Jared, for...
He has a power. Any sword he touches becomes 2.
Well, I will say, maybe
Mitosis.
because... Oh, jeez.
Is that what that's called?
Kind of. You're kind of on the
Yeah,
right boat.
What's the thing where it's split in half?
Yeah, that's my... Wait,
I'm right!
It might actually be mitosis.
Mitosis and meiosis. Those are the two ones that threw me. I can't remember which one.
Eurosis. Took him a second.
Yeah, a type of division
Anyway.
that
I was
results in
simply gonna
2
say,
daughter cells. So those are
Two-
girl swords.
To Jared's... Or
They're
to
pretty
Jake's
good.
nitpick. Maybe he just
Nitpick.
knows... He just knows what double-sided swords look like so well because he's used to handling them. He just saw them and... shriek.
That's very convenient.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
What?
not more of how did he know. I think it's more of, well, it's nice that one guy, that soldier, whatever, the guard, just happened to have the dual swords. Otherwise, it would have been a much harder fight.
That would have been a lot harder to fight, yeah.
Because Jet's got those weird fishhook things.
I do kind of like how he uses the fishhook things where
Together?
It's like, yeah.
Oh, I love that fight.
I don't think functionally in like reality it would work like that, but I'm not gonna question it too much.
Yeah. No, I love the fight. I love that we got a good fight without any bending. Sometimes it's fun just to see a good...
I always thought
Swords.
that blue streak on Zuko's sword was like a minor fire, but then I remember that his fire's not blue.
Yeah, I think it was just like a... I don't know, they just drew like a little thing in there to make it extra dramatic.
How did they get green fire in the King's
That's another
Library?
good question. I don't know.
A burning earth.
You're always
You're
basically burning Earth.
Well, sometimes...
That doesn't matter, Jared. That's a nitpick.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying. How did they know what grass was?
Oh, jeez.
I mean,
are you really going back to the grass?
How did they know?
Who cares?
They've never seen it.
We
It's
passed
not.
that
Are you talking about people in
30
Bossing
episodes
Say?
ago.
No, I'm talking.
That
talking
was 30 episodes ago.
How do they know
We
what
need a
it
whole
is?
episode of Sokka and Katara discovering grass.
Well, they all discovered
grass.
a normal bear. Which that was
That was
hilarious.
pretty funny.
I love the fact
This place is weird.
that was brilliant. Like not a platypus. Wait, what did they say? They say what? Not a platypus.
Like
bear?
a
Not
gopher
bear?
bear, a armadillo bear. There's another one or two. It's like nope, just says
just a
bear.
bear.
Just a bear.
This place is weird.
That was a great.
And then let's not forget Will Wheaton was in this show.
Yeah. So
For 1 second.
who was he? You said
The
he,
pet shop owner.
it was a pet shop owner. Okay. I love that.
Does Sokka still have his bag?
Yeah,
Okay.
because when he was talking to Judy, and he was saying when they get off the train, and he's got it on the ground when he's like, "We gotta go." She's like,
I love how
"Let
that's
the tour begin."
I love how that's still there, but it's not central, so
Yeah.
you barely notice it, or don't if you're me, I guess.
It's important. It's like its purpose was that he saved a bunch of stuff from the library, but it's not like the central, like you said, central focus, and it's there because of course it's there. He bought that bag and he has stuff in it.
Absolutely. And as you mentioned Judy, I love how the way they animated her face with like the awkward smile.
Well, it's the dimples.
It is
So
the
it's a little
dimples. They nailed. It's just like don't say it.
For a second,
I
was
always
thinking
thought that they changed her name too. I thought it went from Judy to Julie.
No, Julie is in Korra. I was thinking that too. I'm like, isn't that the
Okay.
name of what's his name? No, that's Julie.
Yeah, Julie. Yeah.
Judy was voiced by Lauren Tom, who also does voices in King of the Hill
Oh,
and
really?
a million other things.
Oh, that's
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So shout out there. She's Min and Connie, they're neighbors.
Nice.
So
Good for her.
She's
yeah.
Min?
yeah, Sufanusen phone.
Interesting.
That's Khan's wife, and then the daughter is Connie
Connie,
because Khan Jr., but they call her Connie.
Yeah, because he wanted a boy and she's a girl.
Great show.
Good show.
So was this.
Yeah, honestly, this is like I said, I love everything in Bossing Say. This just the creepiness. I'm not gonna say this was like a horror episode, but like I love that.
Oh,
like,
what?
A horror episode.
I did not hear the other R. I'm like,
Horror.
what?
Horror.
He left off
Man.
that other R. I was like,
Man.
what? I mean,
What did they do to Jet down there?
Probably somewhere in that city, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Maybe not use that way of talking about it, but
I think this is the first time where Aang's kind of more adultness hit me in my head, I guess. That's weird.
Adultness.
He literally.
he
Wait.
played with colors and then flew across the table.
Yeah, but
And
he did
like-
that.
and-
And
and-
he did
like-
that instead of doing the funny step
like
thing.
that was the funny stuff.
That was
Yeah,
still him
but, like,
trying
it
to
was-
be-
He whacked his head with a.
I'm saying that it's different than the. Da, 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 da. I can't.
Yeah,
think
but he
of the
was
song.
still like.
Yes, it's called progression. It doesn't go all the way from here to here. It goes doot, 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 like walking. I know I'm not very good at that, but I do know what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I still, that's fair. That's fair. I still get, I cringed when he like just whoosh, like air blew her off.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh,
Crazy.
buddy, you gotta stop blowing your cover.
Hey,
blowing your
blow his
cover.
cup.
You gotta stop doing it." My thing is, why didn't he just water bend it off instead of?
Yeah, because once you show air, boom, Avatar. Like any other if he earthbended or you're right, waterbending. Yeah, that wouldn't raise any flags.
Yeah, and we got introduced to the Dai Li guy. Was it Long Fang?
Yeah.
He just I think. Yeah.
It's like, because I remember thinking, like, I remember someone is running the war for the Earth Kingdom, but it's not the king. The king, as we know later, doesn't even know.
You're right, though. We didn't see the king. We saw the silhouette of the king.
Yep. Because I was like, oh, wait, we do see it, but we don't. Because I remember thinking, like, I feel like we don't actually interact with him or really see him until the episode of his likeness, which is in a couple episodes. But it's like, yeah, we see his silhouette for a second.
It's great. You guys have anything else to mention about this episode?
Nope. It's one of those connecting episodes where we have a lot of stuff we're doing. It's just kind of pushing everything along without it being its own thing.
And still no more Appa, but we get him soon, right?
In 2 episodes, we have Tales of Bossing Say next, and then Appa's Lost Days.
Next?
Yup.
Oh, we're crying next week, baby.
And middle of the episode, I don't know why they put that second.
I know. Like that.
Like that should be the end.
You're right. That should be the
But
end.
no.
Yeah.
The Appa thing is the end.
Yeah. It should be the end.
No,
The Appa thing is the end.
Yeah.
Iroh is the second one.
Yeah,
that's what we're saying.
No, Appa is the proper end because that is not.
Oh, that's right.
Iroh is not the cliffhanger.
Yeah,
Appa
but
is
Iroh's
the
the
cliffhanger.
saddest though. It hits.
It's too early in it. And it is the saddest.
It is the saddest. I'm going to agree with that. However, if you want to hook children into the next episode, that's how you make a cliffhanger. Also, by this time, I'm sure everyone has felt Appa's absence for the, probably month or so now we've been without him.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming that they all came out in week succession. That's the obvious cliffhanger.
I guess that's fair. But we'll leave a cliffhanger on that note. So if you want to see what we got going next and what we have going on during any other times, follow us on the socials. And Jared, where can they follow us?
You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and the funny TikTok. And listen to us on Apple, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio. And hey, if it's YouTube, like, subscribe, comment, ring our bell, rate us, and do stuff on all those other things. And check out our groovy website.
Absolutely. So from all of us here at Slate Media, thank you so much for listening to today's episode. Like we said, next week is a doozy. We got Tales of Bossing Say, and bring your tissues, baby.
It's a long, long way to
Bossing
Bossing
Say.
So make sure to tune in that Thursday. So once again, thank you for listening. We will see you next time. Whenever you want to listen to us talk about Avatar or just tune in, make sure to
Take a bite.